Thailand, the jewel of the East, where tropical dreams meet occasional nightmares. This land of golden temples and azure seas is a siren song for the adventurous, a beacon for the bold. But beneath the allure of exotic sights and sounds, beneath the spicy tang of street food and the soothing hum of Buddhist chants, there is a less harmonious melody. For the unwary, the unprepared, the overly trusting, this paradise can transform into a labyrinth of deception. Every Eden has its serpents, and Thailand is no exception. Though our neighboring Vietnam and the Philippines have their own tales of trickery, today we shine a light on Thailand's shadowy corners. We pull back the curtain on the traps hidden behind the smiles, the scams cloaked in hospitality. Today we prepare you for a journey unlike any other. Buckle up. It's going to be a treacherous ride. The iconic tuk-tuk. But here's the catch. The three-wheel chariot, as charming as it may be, is not always your ticket to the authentic Thai experience you were hoping for. You see, some of these crafty drivers, with their welcoming smiles and persuasive pictures, have a knack for convincing unsuspecting tourists about exclusive tours. Tours that are indeed exclusive, but not in the way you'd imagine. Their well-rehearsed spiel might have you picturing ancient temples and unseen landmarks, but the reality is often starkly different. What awaits you at the end of this unexpected journey is not a hidden gem of a temple, but an actual gem shop. A rather overpriced one at that, coincidentally owned by the brother of your driver. Remember, an exclusive tour in Thailand may not always lead you to spiritual enlightenment, but could very well result in the enlightenment of your wallet. An expensive detour, if I may. Picture this: blue waters, adrenaline, a jet ski. The perfect way to stir up some waves and churn out memories. But here's where the ripples start. You've had your fun, the sun is setting, and you're ready to return your rented ride. But lo and behold, the rental folks point out scratches, dents, damages that you swear weren't there before. You could argue, but they've got the before pictures to prove it. A dance begins, a jive between you, the rental folks, and your rapidly shrinking wallet. The steps: denial, frustration, negotiation, and finally, resignation. After all, what's a few hundred baht for the sake of peace, right? But when this dance repeats, those hundreds turn into thousands, and before you know it, you're not just riding the waves, but also a wave of unexpected expenses. So folks, beware the jet ski jive. It's one pricey number. The promise of bespoke suits at unbeatable prices. A tantalizing proposition indeed, especially for the sartorially inclined. You saunter into a charming little tailor shop, seduced by the allure of rich fabrics and the dream of a perfectly fitted suit. The affable tailor, with his measuring tape draped nonchalantly around his neck, assures you of a masterpiece. A suit that would put even the best Savile Row offerings to shame. But the plot thickens. Time ticks by and the day of delivery arrives. With bated breath you unveil your purchase, only to discover a nightmare stitched in fabric. The suit, far from a masterpiece, is a travesty of tailoring, ill-fitted, poorly stitched, and of questionable fabric. Yes, my friends, in the world of tailoring scams, the only thing truly being tailored is the narrative. What arrives might be less Savile Row and more Salvage Row. Now, while Bangkok has its unique share of scams, it's important to paint a broader picture. This city, alive with color and chaos, has a knack for the unexpected. You might encounter the infamous Grand Palace is closed swindle. A friendly stranger, with a smile as warm as the Thai sun, might inform you that the Grand Palace is closed for lunch. But lo and behold, there's a tuk-tuk ready to whisk you away to a better destination. Then, there are those impromptu tour guides popping up like exotic mushrooms after a monsoon shower. With a map in one hand and a fountain of unsolicited advice in the other, they're eager to show you the real Bangkok. But remember, their magnanimity might come with a commission. Trickery is not bound by borders. From the labyrinthine streets of Bangkok to the serene beaches of Phuket, a little caution can go a long way. Idyllic islands, where parties rage and spirits soar. Amid the laughter and the rhythm of the night, the party islands of Thailand pulse with a life of their own. But in this setting, where inhibitions are as loose as the flowing tropical drinks, a peculiar dance unfolds. As the night thickens, the revelry grows, and the spirits, both liquid and human, ascend to a fevered pitch. Beware, dear adventure seekers, for in this paradise, a special kind of predator lurks, one that capitalizes on the euphoria and the fog of inebriation. Unseen, they swoop in, adding a little extra, an unasked for top-up, an inflated price, a party tax if you will. So keep your wits about you, even as you lose yourself in the merriment. Remember, in these islands of perpetual celebration, paradise sometimes adds a tax. Lost? Beware the sudden savior. In the labyrinthine streets of Bangkok or the verdant jungles of Phuket, it's easy to lose your bearings. Enter the sudden savior, the friendly local who seems to materialize from thin air, ready to guide you back to familiar territory. But here's the twist in this tropical tale. These saviors may have more than altruism on their minds. You see, they might lead you not back to your hotel, but instead straight into the welcoming arms of their friends at an overpriced restaurant or a gem shop. These establishments pay a handsome commission to those who bring in unsuspecting tourists. The sudden savior, it turns out, is a wolf in sheep's clothing, preying on the disoriented. So the next time you find yourself a bit off the beaten path, remember, sometimes it's better to be lost than found. Thailand is a treasure, a place of wonders and whimsy. Yet like any mesmerizing story, it's not without its share of villains. The key, dear traveler, is to explore with your eyes wide open and perhaps a smidgen of skepticism tucked away in your back pocket. But do not let these tales of trickery deter you. Thailand is a land of enchantment, teeming with vibrant culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a spirit of hospitality that is second to none. It's a place where the sunsets paint the sky with hues of magic, and where the sunrise brings promises of adventure. So navigate the maze, sidestep the traps, and the heart of Thailand is yours to discover. And remember, an adventure without a bit of caution is like a book without its plot twists. Exciting, yes, but not as fulfilling. Safe travels, and may your journey be scam-free.